Shots! I felt good about it. Oh, I need more vodka though. Don't judge me. What am I gonna say? Smash these fuckers. Hello friends, and welcome back to my kitchen, except it's not really my kitchen. I'm at an Airbnb on a vacation. We came to Moab, Utah. I like to travel, and when I do, I like to get Airbnbs so I have a kitchen and I can cook in it. And I thought it'd be fun, because I'm traveling with a good friend, to make a video in an Airbnb. So we kind of took inventory of what we had here. Sometimes people leave stuff, and you can use that for your cooking so that you're not spending a bunch of money going out to restaurants and things. So we like to do that. And today I want to make for you a toston. So tostones are a Puerto Rican appetizer. I'm sure their appetizer is popular in other parts of the Caribbean. I don't know though, because I haven't been there. But I've been to Puerto Rico many times, and this is one of the things that I've had that I really like. And it's easy to make, very few ingredients. I have them right here in front of me. You've got a plantain, your oil for frying, and then salt, and that's it. And then with the mayonnaise and ketchup, I'm gonna make a sauce that's unique to Puerto Rico. And what's interesting is in my last video, I talked about how fry sauce is unique to Utah. When I went to Puerto Rico for the first time, they were talking about mayo ketchup. Have you had mayo ketchup? And I'm like, no, I haven't. And I see this pink sauce. It looks just like fry sauce. So that's what we're going to have with our toston. I apologize for any lack of energy. I have a great friend who was like, hey, do you want to go on a little hike in Moab? Let's just go on a little hike today. And I said, how long is it? Because I'm a fat guy. And he told me, oh, it's only like, a mile in, a mile out. There's a little bit of uphill. 5 miles later, my feet are hurting. It was uphill for like an hour, and it took us 4 hours of hiking, but it was worth it. It ended up being beautiful. We found a lot of, good picture opportunities and just created some good memories. So I'm happy I did it. I still think he's an asshole. Anyways, let's get started. Okay. So the first step is you got to peel your plantain. So plantains might look a little bit like a banana, but not quite a banana. They taste different. They're not as sweet. In Puerto Rico, you can get perfect plantains at any market you go to. In the States, you kind of have to get what they have. I happen to find some here at a local market. The greener, the better. But the peeling process is pretty brutal. So I like to cut them into sections because when we're frying them, we're gonna fry these little discs, and you have to double fry it, kind of like my French fries from the last video, because the plantain is just a harder fruit. So I'll talk you through that process as we go through it. So I cut off the ends, then I'm gonna cut these little, probably one inch discs. It's not perfectly even. I try to do my best, but it is what it is. Anyways, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna peel these little sections, do it to the other two, get some oil heated up, and then fry them, because after I fry them the first time, that's gonna soften them up, and then I'm gonna smash them and fry them again to brown them up, and then just salt it over. So that's what we're doing. So I cut these slits, and then I just peel off the sections like that. So I've got 4 little sections, and I got my clean disc there. It's not easy to come off, like I said. You peel a banana, it's no problem. These adhere to the fruit a lot. Whatever the fuck that is. This part's really tedious. Not my favorite. It's a labor of love. It doesn't take too long. It just, is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish these, and then we'll cut to the next step. So I've got my plantains cut. They're not identically the same length, but they're pretty close. The next step is I gotta heat my oil. Now, remember, I'm at an Airbnb, and I don't have a thermometer like I do at my house. So I'm gonna heat the oil up, and then kind of get some tongs and kind of drop them in there and see if they start to bubble, and gauge it based on that. We're gonna do a 2 fry method like I did the fries. The first fry is just to soften them up, then we're gonna smash them and then refry them until they're golden brown. I also forgot to mention, I don't have my apron, right? Because I'm away from home and we weren't exactly planning on making the video, but that's why you'd see me without my apron. But I have my favorite shirt on. I love Winco Foods, and I'm drinking Tito's vodka. Anywho, let's get to frying these tostones. I don't have my thermometer, but I think the oil's good. It's starting to bubble a little bit at the bottom, so I'm just gonna grab a piece and dip it in there a little bit. And it's starting to bubble, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop it. Like I said, you're gonna wanna keep these in for about 5 minutes and then pull them out. Then we're gonna smash them. Oh, shit! These fucking tongs are horse shit. Fucking Airbnb assholes. Get some proper equipment in this bitch. I'm gonna write a review. I'm gonna write a sternly worded review. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna let these cook for about 5 minutes or until they just barely start to turn brown. Pull them off onto some paper towel, and then start smashing them, put them back into the oil and finish them up. We're almost done. All right, you can see how these are browning up just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull them out and place them here and then start smashing them one at a time, and then we'll do our second fry. Oh, look at the S. Penis. Very hot. In Puerto Rico, they have these really cool smashers where it's almost like a tortilla flattener. You put the toston in your thing, then there's a little lever and it smashes it down. I don't have that tool. I don't have it in my own house. So what I'm gonna do is try to use this bowl and smash them just into a nice disc. We'll see what happens. I don't know if it'll work. Okay. Mostly intact. I may have smashed too hard. We'll see how the rest turn out. But you're trying to get a chip. You know, you just want a nice little banana chip almost. So I'm not gonna smash as hard this time. My sausage fingers. That's probably good. And we're just making, like I said, these are an appetizer. We just want a little chip. A little salted banana chip. Woo! So, just gonna smash all these and then we'll refry them until they're brown, salt them, make our mayo ketchup, and we're done. I'm gonna put them in for a second fry. Once they're nice and golden brown and crispy, I'm gonna pull them out, salt them, and we're done. I'm gonna make just a quick, easy mayo ketchup, which is that fry sauce. It's just a pink mayonnaise and mayonnaise. Is it mayonnaise or is it mayonnaise? Mayonnaise. It's a question. Put it down in the comments if you think it's mayonnaise, mayonnaise, or other nays. Come up. Lay away. Okay. It's frying nicely. Turn it down maybe just a hair. Feels pretty aggressive. They are cooking fast though. Oh, too fast. Oil is too hot. So I finished a first round of tostones. My oil was way too hot, but I don't have a thermometer, so I'm just kind of eyeballing it. As I always say, it doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be. I think they'll still be okay, but I want it at lower heat, so I pulled off the oil, let it cool down, drop the heat, put it back on. We'll try round number 2, see how it goes. I don't want it to get too dark too fast, so a slow cooking brown process is gonna get us where I wanna be. Brown process, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know. I like to move them around. Probably don't have to, but that's more fun. Yes, this is right where I want it. Get it, fucking get it. You know what I do when I get it? Fucking Get it. So check this out. So when I first drop these in, the bubbles are very aggressive. There's a lot of white bubbles. They're going everywhere. But when you have it at the right temperature, those bubbles will subside, and then you can start to really see that browning process happening. And when they get to the right brownness, you can see it, pull them off, and they're done. Perfect. We did it, bitches. So all I did was pull those out of the oil, salt them immediately, put them on my plate. I made a little mayo ketchup, which is like 4 parts mayo, 3 parts ketchup. I don't know what that means, but if I were to put together a recipe, I would say 3/4 cup mayo and a 1/2 cup ketchup. If I had mustard, I'd add just a little bit of mustard for the tang. I don't have that here. So anyways, let's give it a taste, see how we did. Yeah, this reminds me of Puerto Rico. This shit is delicious. You're welcome. More vodka. It's nice. Last batch, bitch. Yes. Fucking did it. In an Airbnb. I'll drink to that. I'll make more because that's fucking good.